Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Derpstrats. So as you can imagine, we are on Dokkan Battle Global, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit about this banner that you can see right now on the screen. The Fusions banner, it should be coming to Global tomorrow after the maintenance. The maintenance will be around 5 hours, and after that we should have this banner. On JP, this banner was it was 3 guaranteed SSR multi-summons, and after you have the normal summons, and the rates were pretty bad. So because of those reasons, it might change the decision about this banner, if you want to summon it or not, and I'll explain after at the end of the video why or why not should you summon, and what are the reasons for you to summon and what are the reasons for you to don't summon on this banner. What are the variables that can change your final decision. So like I was saying, on JP the rates were extremely bad after the 3 guaranteed SSRs, and even with the 3 guaranteed SSRs, if the rates are low, it means you only will get probably 1 card maximum. Many people got 2 and whatever, but yeah, the chances with low rates are always lower. But I hope that this banner on Global has really high rates, or maybe even double rates, because otherwise it's not good to summon on this banner, and the main reason is you will not be able to get any dupes of them to put in the dupe system. When this banner was released on JP, it was way before the dupe system, and the cards had some relevance, but right now on Global the cards are almost irrelevant. Some of the cards still have some use, but other cards will not have any use. So let's go into each card individually, and after I will give you a conclusion and help you to make a decision if you should or if you should not summon on these banners, and the reasons why. So we are on the first card. This is Karoli. It's a fusion between Goku and Broly. It's a tech card, it's super, so keep that in mind. Super and extreme cards will be very relevant in the future. It has supreme damage and it has a rare chance to stun. We know for a fact that the chance to stun is around 20%, so it's not that great. So you can't count him as a good stunner. He has 80% attack at the beginning of the turn. This is good because you don't need to super to get that extra attack. And now let's take a look at the links. Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Fused Fighter, and Shattering the Limits. So as you can see from the links, they are pretty basic. It doesn't have a Golden Warrior or Prepare for Battle or anything, so you might have some problems fitting him in a monotech team. You can fit him kinda well with a Gotenks team, monotech, but yeah, it really depends, because you already have so many good damage dealers on monotech. Do you really need another one? Do you need a guy with low chance of stunning? I don't think so. I would definitely skip this card when we are looking at the Dokkan version already, because the other one it's even more relevant. So yeah. Now let's go into the next one. We have Barlord. This is the fusion between Bardock and Kakarot, I guess. He's a super type strength, so he'll fit well in a team with Super Saiyan 4 Goku when it comes in the future. He's a nuker, so you'll always be limited by orbs for this card to be good, so just by that he's not a good card. Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Family Ties, and Fused Fighter, so the links are not very good as well, and this card doesn't even fit properly on a mono string team. He links a little bit with Gogeta, but not even, mostly from the Fused Fighter, so if it was to discard, I would definitely not summon in this banner. Now let's go into the next one. We have Pandel, Energetic Fighter. I'm not saying the leader abilities because they are completely irrelevant to the meta. So the stats are okay, but she's a super int card. Yeah, exactly. This is the Dokkan version. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about the unlocked versions. They are extremely irrelevant. So, passive, 30% attack to all allies. In theory, this is very good, but in fact, it might not be very good. We notice on JP that this type of abilities that give attack extra to all allies, they change the way the multiplier works. So cards like Super Vegito, when you super you should get 30% more attack, but it's not happening on JP. They changed the way the multiplication was done, and now instead of getting 30% attack you are only getting 10% attack. This was an undocumented nerf, and people from Reddit discovered it, and I also discovered it by myself doing the multiplications when I was playing with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So yeah, big nerf to this kind of abilities, 30% attack for all allies, and this girl doesn't fit in any way on a mono in team. You have Battlefield Diva, GT, In Fighter, Saiyan Lineage, Fused Fighter, and Shattering the Limit. So she has 5 key links. Why she has so many key links? So she is extremely irrelevant for an in team. You could use it as a support on the third position of your turn, but anyway, not that great, and I would definitely not summon on this banner because of her. Especially if they implement the same way the multiplications were changed on JP to global. If that happens, be wary, because all of those kinds of abilities, 30% plus to all allies, they will change, and it will not be worth. Super Vegito lost so much value, monetary value, because of that change. It's unbelievable that they trick us so hard. So yeah, Pendel definitely don't summon on this banner because of her. Now to the next one. So here we have Bullpen, Proud Bloodline. She's a super agility, and her stats are kinda okay, but let's see the rest. So supreme damage, that's like the basic. Now Battlefield Diva, Innocent, GT, Fused Fighter, More Than Meets the Eye, Saiyan Lineage, and Shattering the Limit. So the links of this card are okay, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 5 key links. Why? Why so many key links? 5 key links. She Dokkan, she has a under version before this one, but she's not useful. Many YouTubers use her, like Rhymestyle and whatever, but the key links on Mono EGL is so good that you are not definitely going to use her. And you have that Goku from the Baba Shop that also Dokkans, and it gives 20% attack for everyone, so why would you use her? That Goku is way much better. And you don't have to summon him, you just have to farm some incredible gems. Her passive, Grand Wish, that's kinda weird. All allies plus 3 key when HP is 30% or above. So the restriction is like whatever, but like I said, you don't need so much key. Why do you need so much key? This card is so out of meta. I really hope they change the cards tomorrow, because we have the server maintenance, so they might do some fix like they usually do when they transition some cards from JP to global, because the meta is so far ahead right now on global compared to when these cards were released on JP. So if it was up to this card, I definitely recommend you to don't summon. Okay, now we are going to talk about the better choices in this banner. We have Pugliese, kinda weird name, Impeccable Imperator. So this is the fusion between Cooler and Frieza. He's an extreme strength unit. So from the meta we know from JP, he doesn't fit in mono strength, but as soon as there will be a villain mono strength leader, he might fit. So yeah, his stats are okay, nothing special. He causes extreme damage like always, and his passive is 70% attack when he does a super. So this is something I don't like. A card that has 70% attack at the beginning of the turn is way better than one that only has attack when it supers, but that's something minor. Now, in terms of link skills, and this is what makes this card so good: Universe Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Fear and Fate, Fuser Fighter, and Metamorphosis. So, what makes this card so good, or kinda good, is that he links very well with the LR Frieza that is going to be released in between 1 month and maybe 2 months on global. So yeah, they share 5 of the links. I think they share Universe Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Fear and Fate, and Metamorphosis. So you can expect 30% more damage on LR Frieza just because of this card. Is it enough to make it relevant? I'm not exactly sure. Like, the kill support is kinda good, but it's up to you, The Metamorphosis link helps a little bit, but I wish he had some kind of secondary effect, like lower attack a little bit and whatnot. So yeah, he is good together with LR Frieza, but at the same time not that good. In terms of importance, he is way ahead of any card we saw previously. So let's go into the next one. We have Janin Bull, Perfected Evil. So this guy has okay stats like every other card. He doesn't have any Dokkan. He's extreme tech, so he can fit in a mono tech team with Gotenks as leader, but in terms of JP we don't know yet who's the extreme tech leader, so he might not be very relevant. Now, he causes extreme damage, supreme damage and lowers defense. Like you guys know, for a long time, lower defense is not that relevant anymore. So yeah, supreme damage is okay, I guess. Now, what makes this guy good is its passive. Lowers the enemy's attack by 30%. So it's like you are using Ox King, so it will reduce the damage a lot when this guy attacks the enemy. So keep that in mind. You have to put him in your turn in a place that fits you. Normally it should be on the first or the second position. If you put this guy on the third position, his value is not that big, but it still has some value, of course, because this effect lasts 2 turns, so even the next turn will benefit from his attack. But of course, if you put him on the first turn, it will be 6 cards that will benefit, or at least 5 that will benefit from his passive. Now, in terms of links, Magin, Brutal Beatdown, Infinite Regeneration, Berserker, Fused Fighter, and Shocking Speed. So the links are kinda all over the place. He has some of the good links from Janimba, the Shocking Speed, but instead of having Metamorphosis like Janimba has, he has Infinite Regeneration, which is a like blue exclusive link, so it's not that great. I don't understand why it has Berserker, makes no sense to me, but yeah, the links are not that great. The Shocking Speed, like I said, can be useful, or the Fused Fighter, but you don't want this guy for his super, you want this guy for his passive, so it doesn't even matter to attack with him with a super. It only matters to basic attack, lower the attack 30%, and let's go. So yeah, he's okay. He's one of the best cards in my opinion in this banner because it has some utility. Now the last one, is it the last one? It is the last one. We have Xiaoman, Explosive Gamble. Now this card is very controversial because of the effect of the super. HP, attack and defense, the stats are okay, nothing special like the other ones. He is super physical, so we don't know if he'll ever fit in a team on JP on a new meta. Right now it doesn't fit in a cooler team, but you could use it with Vegito Blue. So what's up with this super? It causes extreme damage and attacks all enemies, but at the same time you lose 20% HP. So this is kinda good and bad at the same time. Because he attacks all enemies at the same time, you can use him on the World Tournament, and you can rush through the events faster because you kill more enemies per second. But at the same time you have to be careful with the 20% HP that you lose. Now let's take a look at the passive. So only once, pay attention to this, only once. Ki +8 and attack +3000 when HP is 50% or below. So this is ridiculous. It means as soon as you start the World Tournament, it will give you nothing. You'll not have Ki and you'll not have extra attack. I think many people didn't pay attention to this factor. It doesn't get anything until you get below 50%. And if you are below 50% on the World Tournament, that can get really dangerous for you. But I will tell you how to use it. So 8 Ki and 3000 attack when HP is 50% or below, and it's only one time. Like I said, this is a card made exclusively for the World Tournament, because every time you finish a fight, the cooldowns or the effects like this one, it resets. But because you are restricted to below 50%, it's extremely dangerous, and keep in mind that you are going to lose 20% HP, so it can be your end after doing this super, if anyone survives. Now the links: Infighter, Telekinesis, Courage, Master and Pupil, and Fuser Fighter. So the links are, all of them are terrible, terrible, terrible. They don't link with anyone like useful except the Fused Fighter, so expect to have 5 Ki in the World Tournament, so you still need a lot of Ki to super with this guy. It will be extremely hard for you to super with this guy, and yeah, the damage is the usual for attack all units. Now, how can you use this card, or how can it benefit you? The only way this card can benefit you is if you are doing World Tournament on the 1 difficulty, so you can farm the 20 wins as fast as possible and increase your multiplier and get the GSSR ticket that you get after 20 consecutive wins. So yeah, this is the only reason that can make this card somehow useful, but apart from that you have so many problems. You have to use probably Tree of Might or Launch or something to make him super, because the links are so bad. So yeah, you definitely have better options right now on global. Even just taking a team that attacks 1 by 1, it will be definitely more safer than trying to synchronize the 50% restriction with 20% attack, that 20% HP that you're going to lose. Like I said, it can be only useful if you are trying to get those 20 wins as fast as possible on a very low level difficulty. Now, in conclusion, should you summon on this banner or not? I would definitely tell you to don't summon in this banner, because the cards are irrelevant. They are way out of meta. Like the Frieza and the Janimbu, they can be kinda useful, but you have to keep in mind that the dupe system is coming next week, and it's gonna be really hard for you to get dupes of those cards. It can get very pricey because there is a wide variety and we don't know the rates. That's why I said in the beginning that the rates matter. Even that the cards have low value, if they would give you a 20% SSR rate and you could pull 4 dupes of each, then the cards could be kinda useful, especially those two. But if you can't pull dupes of those cards, or if they don't get updates on the passives and on the stats and so on, the cards are completely irrelevant to you. So save your stones if you are a free-to-play player, and if you are not a free-to-play player and you like to collect cards, it's up to you. If you are not limited by money or stones or whatever, it's up to you if you summon on this banner or not. Like I said, in terms of use, these cards are completely irrelevant. They are out of meta, and the benefits that they have, they are lost when you realize that you cannot get any dupes for them. They are part of the A rank cards, so you will be able to get 5000 attack, HP and defense with them, but at the same time it's not enough, and like I said, you'll be limited by the dupes. If you could put a critical on this Cooler or Cooler Frieza or whatever, he would be great together with LR Frieza, but if you can't, he is useless. And this Janimbu, if you could put second attack with him, he'll be amazing. I have him on JP with a dupe, and with second attack he is really great. So yeah guys, that's my opinion about this banner. If they make no change to the passives or the stats of the cards, they are useless. Don't spend your stones on them unless if it is for collective purposes. Now, like I said, if the rates are high enough, they might have some value, but if the rates are 8% or even 10%, I would stay away from this banner. If they give us 20% rate on this banner, I would say summon. If not, I think it's pointless. So that's my opinion. I hope it helped you. My opinion on these cards differs greatly from other YouTubers, but if you guys know me for a while, you know that's the usual. So I hope it helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, press that like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will catch you guys later.